So the first session here that we have to do before we begin, this is a very small canvas that I'm going to take for the dot painting, and I've painted everything in purple color. Okay, 2 coats of acrylic color. So this is my color palette here. I will prepare my color in this circular palette. This is the purple that I have taken. Okay, and this is acrylic color. So 10 centimeter canvas is fine. I'm going to do a mini tutorial. The first thing that I've done, I've taken some chalk paint here, pink in color, and give it a very nice mix so that there are no lumps in the color. For dot painting, it's very important to attain right consistency. I also wanted to show that this is the medium that I use for making my paint more viscous and more shiny. These are available as normal acrylic mediums. It's white in color if you worked with acrylic paints. This is white in color, and it kind of lets your paint check the consistency here. So it settles down the paint in a very nice way, as a result of which the paint doesn't dry very fast. Okay, and whenever you're doing dot painting, please spend at least 30 seconds in mixing your paint. Now let me come back to my canvas here. This is a purple color that I chose to do. These outlines, of course it's taught in the class how you can make these outlines, but for the quick demo purpose, I've used my stencil here. So this is the stencil that I use for my stone paintings also, when I do the dot painting on stone. And even for the mini canvas, I just found out the center. This is the center of my canvas. Okay, I just found the center, put the stencil on top and made the designs on it. Okay, these bamboo sticks, these are available in the craft store. So find out anything that is cylindrical. You have to dip it in your paint. If you see what I'm doing here, just dip it in the paint lightly and go ahead and make the center of your canvas. First dot, right on the canvas. Okay, now we have to make dots around that, around the mini section. So probably we can change the color and go for the green color, that because pink and green, they are good complementary colors. So as we are going outward, we'll try and maintain that same shade. Let me select a green color here. This is a neon green from Fevicryl. Some people can directly go and work with paint brushes. So if you don't have any tool, you don't have to worry. Just make sure that your brush is nicely dipped here. Tip of the brush needs to be dipped in color. Just with brush. Okay, now I'm going to my third layer, and I like to make it very colorful. So again, I'm going to add a third color here, which is this blue. Again, an acrylic color. Okay, this is Apple Barrel, the brand. And I'm gonna take some blue here on my palette. This palette, now you see the consistency of all the colors are different. Here, this color has very nice consistency. Okay, I don't need to add anything, not even medium at this point. Check this, it's actually perfect for dot painting, right? So I'll maintain this consistency. Probably I'll use my dotting tools here. I will not add any acrylic medium here, just a couple of drops of water. That's all I've added. Okay, because this is good, so this is good to go as it is. Other paints were little dry. Now I need to make little big. The dot should be little big than what it is here. So I'll show you the traditional dotting tools that we buy from Amazon, that I keep saying that you can purchase once the market opens. Okay. So this is not a dotting tool exactly, this is the embossing tool, but this one right here. But this has these ends and we use them for dotting. So you just dip your, if you see how I work, you just dip your tool here in the tray, tap it, tap little extra, whatever is extra should come out, and start making dots again. I have my lines that serve as guides. I'm just going to make these dots on top of the lines. Follow the guide. Okay, this is the third layer that we've built on this right here. I think there is this mini space in between. I'm going to change the side, take smaller dots and try to fill this space as well. I will correct this section where the water became more flowy and it mixed together. I'll use my purple color again, that same purple, and I'll go over this section. Okay, so this can be corrected. That's why we use acrylic colors. Let's move to the next line. So here, this line I'm going to do with green this time. And the reason why I use this plate is because I want all the colors to be collected here in the bottom. And what happens is the color still remains wet here. It doesn't dry up that fast. Okay, if I'm picking up the colors from bottom of the palette. Okay. For the next layer, I'm going to use this color. So this is a chalk paint, and again this will be lime. It's different from the green that we've used in the previous row. It's just going to build another contrast, and this already has a lot of oil, so I don't need to mix anything again. Okay, so next I've taken acrylic green, little green, and I'm going to neutralize it because I want little light shade of green, so maybe I'll just add some cream color on it. So you see, these are the four colors that we've used so far. So this green and this green both are different. This time I'm going to use a tool like this, transparent tool like this. Dip it first on the lines right behind the green circle. Now in between these two, I will just add two dots. Now the next one, I'm going to go back to my pink color and do little smaller dots this time, smaller than this tool. I'll go back to my embossing tool and make these pink dots with this embossing tool right here. I'm going to take it here more towards me. Behind the green, I put a pink dot. So first put the dots on line, then figure out how many more dots I can put here. With embossing tool, it's always important to put the dots from the same angle of the tool so that you get equal size dots. Otherwise, you will always get different sized dots. Whatever colors you have, try to follow a color scheme. If you don't know how to use a color wheel, then look at your favorite dress or at your favorite handbag. Check what color combination it has, right? And try to emulate the same color combination. It's always magical how colors work together. So you know that with purple, pink is a complementary color. So I'm going to make some bigger dots of pink also later on so that pink shows more. And when there is pink, then lime green definitely is a good option. Okay, now I have to make big dots. Big dots with pink. I'm going to use this big tool to make very big pink dots here. Okay, and my paint will also get over, so I'll have to make more paints also for pink. And this is just one dab of pink. On top I will do another dab of light pink, and on top I will add one dab of dab of white, so it adds dimension to my dot painting. Dots will get flowy, of course dots will get flowy. See here, even my dots have like gone over to the other dots, to the parallel adjacent dots. So what I'll do, that's why I use acrylic colors here. I've used a purple color, this basic purple color, and I will paint 1 second, let me just mute it. Yeah, I will paint these sections here with this purple again. Okay, only these sections. Let the color dry, and then I'll do another dot of these blue colors here. So far this is my color palette. I know it looks amazing, right? All the colors are so pretty. Just to let you know, I corrected this section. If you remember our yesterday's session, I had spoiled this because my color overlapped, so I changed this, painted this whole thing with purple. This is the purple color that I'm using, violet color, and this is by Flash Acrylic Colors. I got it from India. It was only for 525. I had around 20 colors in the box. So this same violet color, this is what I've used on the base here. And from yesterday's session I have added a couple of more dots, as you can see, following a color scheme. Here I'm going to put some more white dots, तो ये थोड़ा थ्री डिमेंशनल भी बन जाएगा, and it will like pop up and look even more better. I'm following the same color palette. ये मेरे colors हैं where I've taken out the colors. And first I'll start with the blue section. Okay, there is one more thing that I wanted to tell you, that I've used this green section, green color, as my highlight color. So I made a clear boundary, and now I'm just going to swirl. I will just drop and swirl all the colors in random fashion. So I'll begin with blue, then I'll go for softer colors and transition. I'm going to use this duffel, the same stick that we got from the craft store, and it will give me this size of dots. So let's get started with the blues first. Again, it's the same process. I'll dot in between the lines. I have drawn this guideline here, so I'm going to I'm going to put these dots inside this line. You see, you don't have to fill everything with dots, so I've left some circles, some spaces for the purple color to seep through. And because this purple also needs to come out from the canvas, right? I cannot cover the whole thing. And in between these colors, these I call filler colors. This one in between, you see the jade, the military or the olive color, and this brown color that I made. These are made by mixing whatever color I had on palette. So they are no primary or secondary colors. They are just a mixture of whatever was left over in my palette. I mixed them before the colors dried up, and I got those colors and I just mixed and put it here. So we'll go and do the next set of dots. Let's do the purples now. I will use the same size. The duffel is the same size. Let me put these dots in between this time.